What was the reason that was? Obviously, I mean, I think it's the correct decision, but some people thought it wasn't as clear in obvious area. It was just something that could have been sort of 50-50 either way.
Yeah, I think there's two things on this one. One is that you can clearly see the ball does strike the thigh, the shorts move. I think you made that point in commentary on the day, Gary. And then also the arm is moving back in towards the body. It's making the player smaller. So that ball hits the thigh, goes past the arm, it might brush the arm, but the arm is not in the position that the referee thought it was. He thought the arm was away from the body, making himself unnaturally bigger.
It wouldn't have been a penalty anyway, you think, even if it hadn't have hit the knee, because he was trying to get the arm out of the way.
I don't think so, but I think it might not have been intervened upon, because we do talk about, whether something's clearly and obviously wrong, and that in itself is a judgment.
The final whistle at the City Ground signaled more than just a goalless draw between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. It marked the eruption of another Premier League controversy that has since dominated headlines, debates, and fan outrage across the football world. What should have been remembered as a tense tactical battle instead turned into a VAR nightmare that left Arsenal players, staff, and supporters feeling robbed. From the opening minutes, Arsenal controlled possession and dictated the tempo, patiently probing a stubborn Nottingham Forest defense. Chances were limited, but the Gunners stayed composed, confident that their pressure would eventually tell. Then came the moment that changed everything. Inside the penalty box, a Nottingham Forest defender clearly handled the ball during a dangerous Arsenal attack. Players immediately appealed, the crowd held its breath, and cameras zoomed in on what looked like an obvious infringement. Shockingly, VAR reviewed the incident and decided not to intervene. No penalty was awarded. No on-field review. Play resumed as if nothing had happened. Arsenal players were left stunned, while fans at home replayed the incident repeatedly, struggling to understand how such a decision could stand in an era of advanced technology. The controversy intensified days later when Howard Webb, head of Premier League referees, reportedly confirmed that the handball should indeed have resulted in a penalty for Arsenal. That admission poured fuel on an already raging fire. For Arsenal, it was not just about one decision, but about drop points in a title race where every moment matters. 2 points lost could prove decisive at the end of the season. Pundits and former referees weighed in, calling the decision inexplicable and a clear error. Social media exploded with clips, freeze frames, and furious reactions, with many questioning the consistency of VAR and the standards of officiating in the league. Nottingham Forest escaped with a valuable point, but the result will forever be overshadowed by the incident that defined the match. Once again, VAR was meant to eliminate controversy, yet it created another chapter in the growing list of Premier League officiating disasters. Arsenal walked away with frustration, Forest with relief, and fans with a familiar question: how can such a clear decision be missed? Subscribe for more football breakdowns, controversy analysis, and the biggest stories in the game.